Hello friends, I decided to make this video for those of us who are still choosing a career and are interested in geoscience and maybe want to find out what it has to offer to the current scientist. So we'll dive into an article that is published by the Stanford Earth Matters magazine. The title reads, 21st Century Earth Science is Computer Intensive and Data Driven. Now this couldn't be more true because we have seen a huge jump from basic maps, spreadsheets, everything on paper to 3D models and GIS technology, which is something that I will mention later in the video. So listen to this quote that perfectly summarizes the state of affairs. The satellite and supercomputer are the rock, hammer, and compass of modern geoscientists, whose research spans the gamut from climate change projections and earthquake simulations to energy resources optimization. So as you can see, this is not just the study of rocks, it spans a whole range of questions and topics, and it gives you a lot of space for creativity and for you to explore what you like. To give you some tangible examples, I decided to focus on a group project of STEM scientists, mathematicians, computer programmers, computer scientists. And what they did is they came up with a system that spans large areas of terrestrial ground and is able to monitor ground movement and to match wave shape pattern or signatures of waveforms, and thereby they were able to reassemble micro-earthquakes. Now, these micro-earthquakes are not only fascinating in and of themselves in earth science, but they also enable us to understand bigger, more dangerous earthquakes, and thereby they give us more data to work with when it comes to earthquake prevention. And now this holds true for all types of other natural hazards. Besides this example, there are of course others that are equally valid, but I will choose to wrap it up with saying that we finally have the ability to explore Earth in its real complexity, which is another quote I like from this article. But as I promised, I was going to mention what GIS stands for. Now, GIS technology is a type of software, and the acronym stands for Geographic Information System, unlike GPS, which sounds definitely way more familiar to you, and the acronym stands for Global Positioning System. Now, both systems might use satellites. For example, GIS can use satellite imagery that comes from GPS, but what GIS does is it creates 2D and 3D maps that allow us to do all sorts of cool things with information. We can find information that is very useful for us, and GIS is already used on a large scale by different organizations such as businesses that can, for example, tailor their warehouses to find places where their product is most likely to be needed. They are used, GIS software programs are used by government agencies, for example, firefighters, to find the quickest, fastest routes to different places where the accident has happened, where firefighters are needed, or police people, or there's so many ways that this technology can be useful, including geoscience. You can find mapping landscape areas, risk areas is very useful, and I'm sure you can come up with many other examples as well, and if you do, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for staying till the end of this video. I hope it helped you. I hope that you found it interesting and useful. If so, please leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the Earth Science Matters Foundation channel.